This is the Tarot Tea Leaf and Oracle forecast for the month of February 2019. If you would like a personal reading, a private reading, one of those incredible soulmate or twin flame readings, or to subscribe to the weekly star sign update, please go to the links in the description box below and do so through my website. Aries, I'm going to start with your teacup. We're going to look at the tea leaves and read them. Then I'll move on to relationship reading and then your tarot and oracle reading. Right, so I made your cup of tea and we're going to have a look at the symbols that came up in that cup of tea. Interestingly enough, there's a very large symbol in here, which to me looks like the face of an elephant. Now, an elephant in tea leaf reading usually means a journey, either physical or a mental journey. The fact that it's the front of the elephant, for starters, and it's almost upside down and it's right at the top of the cup, makes me think you've reached the end of a journey. It would have predicted, or it would have told you about, a journey which leaves you changed. And you've already endured that change. You're about to emerge from a journey that has left you changed, left you different, left you with a different view of life and a different approach to life. There are many symbols in this teacup. It's an incredibly busy teacup, which I always enjoy. I see a V for victory sign, and I'm not surprised because you can see your cards there repeat that story. I see a heart, a very, very clear heart in this teacup, and that is always about romance and affection and caring. I see an arrow pointing to scales, which means keeping your life in balance. I think that is something that Aries has been learning to do over the last few months, if not years, is how to balance their lives. You know, I think for a lot of Aries, some aspects of their lives were really off kilter. Well, most of ours were that way. But Aries has been working particularly hard at bringing that back into balance. Now I'm looking to see what else I see in here. I see a little flower. So for someone, there's happiness coming in the month of February, most definitely. There's more than one flower here, come to think of it. So there's definitely happiness coming in for you guys. Gosh, there's so many symbols in here. This teacup could be a long reading all on its own. Definitely heart. Beautiful, another perfect little heart in there. So there's definitely matters of the heart coming up in February in a big way. Right, I'm going to move on to your tea leaf cards because that teacup will keep me busy all day. So the overriding energy for this month, your tea leaf cards say to you, is work, achievement, success. I think this applies to all areas of your life. I think wherever you've been applying yourself fully, you're going to find that in February you're going to start seeing that manifesting in your life. You're going to start seeing the success of the hard work you've been putting into your life. Because you get the victory card, which says victory in some endeavor, and we saw that in your teacup as well. Something culminates in victory in February. Something, you achieve the goal, you get to the point where you wanted to get, you get something that you've been after for a while now, and it comes in February. It opens opportunities and doors for you as well. So February definitely is opening doors for you. The dog close-up says a pleasure with a close friend. A little story sort of came through with that, along the lines of somebody whom you have befriended recently just becomes a deeper friend, becomes a stronger bond, becomes a deeper friendship. Very nice that. So within the month of February, you deepen a bond with somebody, but on a friendship level. I don't know if that will go further than that for those of you that are interested in having a good friend become more than that. But at the moment, that friendship actually deepens. It could have been that it had just begun before that, but now it deepens. The rainbow says the most difficult part of a situation is over. That elephant said you've been on that journey and you're about to emerge from it. So you have done the learning, the spiral of evolution, the learning curves. You've moved through all of that. You're now at the end of that particular journey, and you'll probably reap the rewards of whatever it was. It doesn't mean there won't be any more challenges. When it says the most difficult part of a situation is over, there's still aspects that need tweaking, that you need to learn, that you need to experience, but nothing like you've had in the last few years. So that is very nice. It's the rainbow emerging after the storm, which is always good news and a symbol of hope. It's an interesting set of cards, your your romance angel cards, which is for your, and I've got oracle cards in there as well. Such a nice oracle deck, this. So this applies to any important relationship in your life. Remember, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It can also be that friendship we were talking about. It's a close connection with someone. You get the retreat card, which says it's time to disconnect from the world. With that, you get chop wood. I think for the most part, Aries has been doing exactly that. They've been concentrating on that chop wood is chop wood, fetch water. It's an old Chinese saying. That's, when the going gets tough and when life is difficult and when there are challenges and you can't see the light through the trees, sometimes the thing to do is just get on with doing what you needed to do, what you knew was important to your life to get ahead. And a lot of Aries, I think, have been busy with that. You've been chopping wood and fetching water, metaphorically speaking. So relationships kind of took a back seat. You took a little bit of time out from that maintaining connections and putting so much energy in connections with other people while you got on with the practical aspects of having to get on with your life. The deception card then comes up. Someone is wearing a soul. Oh my goodness, let me try that again. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And you get the TikTok card with it. It's interesting those two come together. The deception card is normally, I feel, especially in this case, that you couldn't be yourself with somebody in a relationship. It was as if presenting your true self was not possible. You didn't feel it was possible. There wasn't potential for doing so within a particular relationship. However, the time has come, TikTok, the clock is ticking, to be yourself. Finally, you're going to present your true self within a relationship. And this could be an existing relationship, or you may be attracting a new relationship into your life. And the time has now come for you to show your real self to whomever this may be. It seems to be that it's going to be important to you to truly be yourself now, whether you are in a relationship or looking for a relationship. The last card in your relationship, or two cards should I say, is the trust card and coming to the edge. Brilliant, they came together because they basically have a very similar message. So it's obviously quite a big message for you in February. The trust says this situation is calling for you to have faith, and come to the edge is about stepping off that edge and having the faith that you can fly. So within an existing relationship, it's perhaps the time when you truly say or feel what's on your mind and in your heart, and it's going to take trust on your part that it will be received well, or that no matter how it is received, the direction your relationship takes after that is for your own good, for the greatest good, for both of your good. And those of you that are looking for partnerships and relationships, you may have met someone recently, or you may meet someone really soon, and it's going to take a bit of faith on your part. Perhaps it's past experience that's holding you back, so you're kind of worried and wary to start a relationship again. Perhaps the person you've met, there's a little bit of warning bells ringing, but these two cards are asking you to have some faith. Whomever this is, the route this relationship heads off on, the path, this connection between you and that person, whatever it evolves into, whatever it becomes, have trust and have faith. It's taking you where you're supposed to be going. It's destined. Just have faith and see where it is taking you, is basically the message that's coming with it. But it is going to take an act of faith. That coming to the edge basically says it's a big step for you. Your tarot cards are really nice. You get the abundance card, the emotion intellect card, you get the Ace of Earth card, and you get the Cat or the Fool in the ordinary tarot deck. Or should I say in the straightforward tarot deck. There's so many tarot decks now, which is wonderful. I love them all. So the abundance card says it's a beautiful card, this, that there is abundance coming into your life. I'm going to point something out to you on the card. There's a little rabbit sitting in the bottom right-hand corner. And it's interesting because this card speaks about abundance comes in when we lose our fear. Look, there's a rainbow as well. You had that in your tea leaf cards, didn't you? And the rabbit speaks about symbolically banishing fear, moving beyond fear and listening to your heart. I think this plays out on two levels for you. On a a sort of mundane level, you've got abundance coming in from that hard work you did. We already saw that in your tea leaf cards. And it's almost a leap of faith and trust that you made somewhere along the line while you worked hard, and now it manifests in your life. On a higher level, on an esoteric level, it's about you opening your heart, not just to love, but to life in general, with the amount of trust that it will be reciprocated. What you give, what you exchange, what you put out there will be reciprocated. You opened your heart with faith and trust. And because of that, you get abundance coming into your life. So very nice card that. The emotional intellect card says to me that the work you've been doing, the inner work especially, you've reached that equilibrium. It's interesting that your scale showed up in your teacup, didn't they? Because this speaks about the balance between your heart and your mind. And when we can balance our feelings and our intellect, we can sometimes achieve amazing things. We have that clarity of intent and purpose, and that is something that you seem to be able to achieve in February, or you reach the point where you've achieved that. And the Ace of Earth once again speaks about abundance. It also speaks about a new business opportunity coming up. So for some of you, that can very much be the case. It is basically opening a door. We saw that in your tea leaf cards, didn't we? There's a door opening, and there's great potential there for abundance to come with it, whether it's a new job, whether it's a new career, whether it's a new project you take on. It can even be a new relationship. With it comes the manifestation of material abundance. We often differentiate love and money, but the two are really closely connected. Finally, the Fool card, I think, is an outcome for you. It says you're going to have time to smell the flowers. By the end of February, you're going to be able to sit back, even if it's just for a moment, and smell the flowers and say, life is wonderful. I have time to smell the flowers because I have achieved goals. I'm fairly happy, and I know I'm on the right path. What a beautiful way to end your reading, Aries. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.